Made with Kind Master, Wikipedia in common, quote, in common, end quote, is a song by American singer and songwriter Alicia Keys, recorded for her sixth studio album, Here. The song was written by Keys, Il Angelo, Billy Walsh, and Taylor Parks, and produced by Il Angelo. It is a departure from her R&B sound, having a tropical music and dancehall sound with Latin beat, Afro beat, instrumental collage of electronic beats, Tropicalia dash infused rhythms and icy drum patterns as its main instrumentation. Keys uses a hushed tone throughout the song, quote, in common, and quote. Made with Kind Master, single by Alicia Keys from the album Here, released May 4, 2016. Format digital download, recorded 2015. Genre tropical, to the power bracket, to the first power, to the power end bracket, to the power bracket, to the second power, to the power end bracket, to the power bracket, to the third power, to the power end bracket, to the power bracket, to the fourth power, to the power end bracket, dance hall, to the power bracket, to the fifth power, to the power end bracket, to the power bracket, to the sixth power, to the power end bracket, to the power bracket, to the seventh power, to the power end bracket. Latin, to the power bracket, to the second power, to the power end bracket, to the power bracket, to the eighth power, to the power end bracket. Length 3.29. Label RCA, songwriter parenthesis S and parenthesis Alicia Keys dot Il Angelo, Taylor Parks, Billy Walsh. Made with Kind Master, Alicia Keys singles chronology, quote, 28,000 days, end quote, parenthesis 2015, end parenthesis, quote, in common, end quote, parenthesis 2016, end parenthesis, quote, back to life, end quote, parenthesis 2016, end parenthesis. Made with Kind Master, Billy Walsh, producer, parenthesis S, end parenthesis, Il Angelo, Alicia Keys singles chronology, quote, 28,000 days, end quote, parenthesis 2015, end parenthesis, quote, in common, end quote, parenthesis 2016, end parenthesis, quote, back to life, end quote, parenthesis 2016, end parenthesis. The song's accompanying music video was shot in black dash and dash white and released on May 20, 2016. It features Keys grooving on a fire escape alongside dancers of all ages and races. Keys gave the first televised performance of the track on Saturday Night Live and later at the capital UEFA Champions League final. The song is only available on the deluxe edition of Here. A remix of the song features American rappers Kanye West and Travis Scott. Background and release. Composition. Made with Kind Master, background and release. After the success of her fifth studio album, Girl on Fire, parenthesis 2012, end parenthesis, Alicia Keys took a break and in 2014 announced she was expecting her second child with husband Swizz Beatz. In September 2014, Keys released, quote, We Are Here, end quote, a song about social justice that at the time was announced as the lead dash single of her upcoming sixth studio album by Billboard. To the power bracket, to the ninth power, to the power end bracket in the same year. Keys confirmed production by her husband, producer Swizz Beatz and Pharrell Williams, revealing the album was almost done. To the power bracket, to the ninth power, to the power end bracket. However, in July 2015, Keys released, quote, 28,000 days, end quote, a song that she dedicated to her husband and that was released to Levi's ad campaign to the power bracket, to the 10th power, to the power end bracket, to the power bracket, to the 11th power, to the power end bracket. In an interview for Vogue magazine in late 2015, Keys revealed that the album would only be released in early 2016 to the power bracket, to the 12th power, to the power end bracket, after teasing new music in April to the power bracket, to the 13th power, to the power end bracket, and performing it at the 2016 Tribeca Film Festival in the same month. To the power bracket, to the 14th power, to the power end bracket. The singer released, quote, "In Common," end quote, on May 4, 2016. It was simultaneously released to digital download on iTunes, Google Play, and Amazon. To the power bracket, to the 15th power, to the power end bracket, and streaming on Spotify as well as YouTube. To the power bracket, to the 16th power, to the power end bracket. A remix was released featuring additional verses by capital letters good music artists Kanye West and Travis Scott. Made with Kindmaster and Travis Scott. Composition, critical reception, music video, live performances, track listing, credits, and personnel charts. Release history. Made with Kindmaster and Travis Scott. Composition, quote, "In Common," end quote, was written by Alicia Keys, Carlo, quote, Ilangelo, end quote, Montagnese, Taylor Parks, and Billy Walsh, and produced by Ilangelo. To the power bracket, to the 17th power, to the power end bracket. The song is heavily influenced by tropical music. To the power bracket, to the first power, to the power end bracket, to the power bracket, to the second power, to the power end bracket, as well as dancehall. To the power bracket, to the 5th power, to the power end bracket, to the power bracket, to the 6th power, to the power end bracket, to the power bracket, to the 7th power, to the power end bracket, having a Latin beat. To the power bracket, to the first power, to the power end bracket. It is also marked by clipped phrasing over a minimal beat. To the power bracket, to the second power, to the power end bracket, with trendy Caribbean vibes. To the power bracket, to the 18th power, to the power end bracket, Afro beat instrumental. To the power bracket, to the 19th power, to the power end bracket, and icy drum patterns. To the power bracket, to the 20th power, to the power end bracket. The instrumentation also features collage of electronic beats and tropicalia infused rhythms. To the power bracket, to the 21st power, to the power end bracket. Its sounds were compared to Rihanna's, quote, work, end quote, Drake's, quote, One Dance, end quote, as well as their duet on Drake's, quote, Take Care, end quote, dash songs heavily influenced by dancehall. To the power bracket, to the 6th power, to the power end bracket, to the power bracket, to the 22nd power, to the power end bracket. Keys uses a hushed tone during the lines, quote, "We used to talk till midnight, / all those days that you stayed at my house, / we were just passing the time, / when we were young and we ain't had no vows," end quote. To the power bracket, to the first power, to the power end bracket. A writer of the website American Top 40 compared her vocal styling to that of Don Richard. To the power bracket, to the 22nd power, to the power end bracket. During the chorus, she sings, quote, "If you could love somebody like me, you must be messed up too," end quote. To the power bracket, to the second power, to the power end bracket. Lyrically, quote, "In Common," end quote, talks about the similarities between two lovers with the made with Kindmaster be messed up too, end quote. To the power bracket, to the second power, to the power end bracket. Lyrically, quote, in common, end quote, talks about the similarities between two lovers with the lyrics, quote, paint, bracket, ing, end bracket, a picture of a couple who mirror one another in ways never before experienced with past lovers, end quote, to the power bracket, to the 23rd power, to the power end bracket, critical reception, music video, live performances, track listing, credits, and personnel, charts, release, history, made with Kind Master, Cascade discography, made with Kind Master, undash thinkable, parenthesis, I'm ready, end parenthesis, 2010 single by Alicia Keys, Cascade discography, Bon Bon 2015 single by Era Estrefi, made with Kind Master references, external links, last edited 29 days ago by Monkbot, related articles, undash thinkable, parenthesis, I'm ready, end parenthesis, 2010 single by Alicia Keys, Cascade discography, Bon Bon 2015 single by Era Estrefi, Wikipedia, content is available under capital CC space, capital BY dash, capital SA 3.0, unless otherwise noted, terms of use, space dot space privacy, space dot space desktop, made with Kind Master, Wikipedia.